Baltimore just happened with Freddie Gray. You're familiar with the story, I'm sure. You been to Baltimore?
I've been to every state in the union. Thank God.
Baltimore's fucked up. I've been through Baltimore.
Yeah?
I've never seen that many boarded up houses in one area until I
You been
went
to
to
Detroit?
Baltimore.
You been to Detroit?
You know something? Everyone always says this. Whenever I say that, someone says, "You been to Detroit?" I have not been to Detroit.
Yeah, I've been
I guess
to
Detroit's on that same shit.
Yeah, dilapidated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So things were already kind of bubbling over there.
Mm-hmm.
So when that Freddie Gray thing happened, I wasn't really surprised, to be honest. How did you feel about it?
It's been, about 9 or 10 of them. You know, it's like, if it don't happen during the week, it was a bad week for the police. I think they on some kind of, secret decree to set it off, to turn it up.
Okay.
It's time for population control. Anarchy, we ain't had that over here yet. It's been done in Greece and, Ukraine and all that. So, we finna get a taste of it.
Here's what I think. This is my theory. My theory is the amount of police abuse that's happening right now is exactly the same amount that's been happening before.
It's just being reported.
The only difference is that now social media is part of the fabric of America, and stories that otherwise wouldn't have gotten no coverage are now spreading on their own.
I'd be inclined to agree with that.
I don't think it's any different now.
I'd be inclined
Everyone's
to agree
saying,
with
"Oh my God, the police are killing us now," but really, I don't think it's any different than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I think it's the same.
That's a statistic to check.
I think it's the same amount. It's just that if you got a local newspaper in Baltimore, it's not going to get outside of Baltimore.
True.
If CNN doesn't pick it up, and sometimes CNN can only pick up certain things.
They will only pick up.
They will pick up, only certain things.
Yeah.
And there's only so many CNNs out there. So therefore, most of the stories just never made it outside those cities.
I would have to agree. That's like I said, that's a statistic worth checking.
Yeah, I don't feel that it's any worse right now. I just think that now people get to see it every time.
But if it's
or
getting
more
exposed
times
on that level, just pardon me for asking you a question, if I may, if you don't mind. How about if it's getting so reported now and so exposed, why not curtail, your officers? Why not scale that down? Why not, okay, wow, the light is on us now, be extra cautious of how you deal with, because most of these people are not armed. Most of these people getting killed are not armed. You don't have to use lethal force on them. Are you that frightened of a normal citizen or whatever his color might be or, or his location that you have to kill the person, use deadly force just to feel that you subdued the situation? That you shouldn't be a police officer.
Well, I think
courage. What happened to courage, bravery, integrity, and all that?
Well, part of the big problem is that everyone who does it gets off. No one, you don't hear of a cop getting life in prison. I think that would make people think twice. It's like, oh shit, so and so got life for what I'm about to do. Let me think if this is 100% necessary. Because usually
them 6 officers might get some heavy sentences.
Yeah,
well, a couple of them, not all of them, of course.
Me and Scarface were talking about that the other day. He called me up, and
Face Ma.
We were talking about how he goes, well, when it goes to trial, Baltimore is a black city, and the jury gonna be black, and it's gonna be a no-brainer. And I said, well, remember what happened to Rodney King? With Rodney King, they decided to move the trial outside the city because they felt there'd be some bias. And they went to Simi fucking Valley. I mean, Simi Valley is like trailer homes and it's really like real outside of Los Angeles, and got pretty much an all-white jury, and all of them got let go.
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them. They weren't even charged with nothing. Probably got their guns back.
Did they lose the civil suit?
Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah, well, he got money. Like,
did he sue the city?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have to pay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like those officers came out of pocket. The city had to pay.
I knew several. I know a few people, not several, but I know a few people that done got their ass whooped and then wound up getting some money up out of them. So, like you said, it ain't coming out their pocket. Whoop his ass, beat him, fuck it. You know what I mean? The taxpayers are paying, so I mean, it is.
Were you out during the Rodney King riots?
No, I was arrested a couple of months before that, and I was on my way to do my last prison trip before the last one I did. You know, before I was let off parole. So
Okay.
no, I missed it by a few months. I watched it in prison on the TV. Like, wow. Yeah, they was out there going in.
You knew people that were involved in it. You saw the aftermath of it, right? Once you got out, you saw what certain areas look like.
Well, not really, because I did like I believe like a 12 months. I did like 11 or 12 months on that last stint. So I had
okay, so
just
you didn't
been,
get
you
to-
know, so it was like 8, 9 months later when had returned to the streets, and excuse me, it was only for, you know, all
Okay.
that was pretty much over with.
I mean, when you saw the Baltimore riots, did it remind you of the LA riots?
I don't even think I watched too much of the riots. You know, I probably think I seen a couple of snippets of it on, you know, on YouTube or something like that. But, you know, I'm trying to prepare my people for when they come this way, mentally. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, spiritually as well, you know, among other things. So, you know.
So you think it's going to happen in LA?
Yes, they're gonna do something stupid, and I hope it doesn't. But I mean, you know, I think they probably know to keep it away from here, though. I think they do because it's been proven. You know what I'm saying, what'll go down out here. So it's not like, oh, well, I wonder would they accept that, you know, like Pac said, you know, in LA we ride, not rally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so that's what we do.